Welcome to the first episode of Brick and Mortar Podcast.
The building blocks of a healthy life.
We'll be, on this episode, focusing on environmental wellness.
Yes. I'm Nevin.
And I'm Conrad De La Cruz.
Okay. First, we'll talk about what is environmental wellness?
Well, it's how you interact with nature and physical spaces, you know? Like your home and work. You know, it's about recognizing the benefits of our natural and built spaces and minimizing the impact of problems.
How your natural environment helps your body and your mind.
That's a good one.
So that's why, kids, you spend time outside.
With nature. Did you know that time outside increases your exposure to sunlight, which can elevate your mood? Think about it, folks.
That's pretty cool.
Think about it.
Okay. Another part we have. Changes in your wellness area during different stages of life. Different ages also means how different wellnesses affect you. So.
Yep. Your environmental wellness changes as you grow. Early childhood environments are critical for shaping emotional development. And for example, kids might base how they act because of a TV show they watch, you know? I used to throw Beyblades off the balcony of my house because I watched Beyblade.
Yeah, that could happen to you.
That could happen to you if you watch Beyblades.
Yeah. Okay, some older adults tend to navigate to their environments, such as avoiding negative experiences, like a bad coworker, an area you want to get away from, like a dirty room.
Yep.
That's what. Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
And factors for children, teenagers, and young adults that positively affect them are having a sense of belonging, feeling connected, and feeling safe.
That's right.
That's what kids and young adults really care about in their environment. How does your environmental wellness balance with other wellness areas? There's many different wellness areas. And let me get a sheet that says it. Okay, there's physical wellness, emotional wellness, social wellness. You can read the rest. We like to share.
We like to share intellectual wellness, spiritual wellness, and occupational wellness. And you know what? A healthy environment promotes being active, which is like going outside and taking a walk. And this focuses on your physical wellness.
Creating a tidy workspace shows that causing less stress. In doing so, the mind has more resources to invest in goal achievement, performing, and self-regulation. So a tidy space can also make you more focused and less stressed.
And that helps with your occupational wellness. And you know what? Creating a peaceful and safe environment can help you acknowledge the connection between your internal well-being and the external world. And you know, that really gets to your spiritual wellness.
Dangers of neglecting a wellness area and not balancing your wellness areas with all others.
You know, having a bad environment as a child can affect your brain development, increasing risk of memory loss, learning difficulties, and behavioral problems, which is totally awful. You know, I once knew a guy who had memory loss. It was only for like 7 seconds. We call him 7 Seconds Spencer.
Also, neglecting it can affect cognitive function, mood regulation, stress. What? And some causes that affects this is home abuse, poverty, crime, racism, pollution, and dirty houses.
Boom.
So keep your house clean.
Yeah.
And your room cleaner.
So build your environment and your wellness along with it. Do what you can to change, like your home, your room, and your workplace. Decorate your space to make it relaxing and a place to recharge. That's a big one. You know, my room is full with posters of Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter. Am I right, Devin?
That's a good point.
Yep. Boom.
Commercial break.
Commercial break.
Kirkland brand granola bars, soft and chewy. Wow, they taste good. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
My shirt's the wrong way around. That's what happens with a bad environmental wellness.
We're live.
Oh, we're live. Straight in your room.
Back from our commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in particular special. I don't know what our commercial break's about.
But you know what? That is one thing you need to keep in mind for environmental wellness. Take breaks.
That's so true.
If you're busy all the time, you're less focused.
Mm.
Then you won't do as well in your activities and work.
Oh. Okay, we're still talking about how to build your environmental wellness.
There's some easy ways to do it. Change your room up. Change your workspace up.
You can decorate with your favorite color. For example, my favorite color, periwinkle blue.
Yeah, mine, purple.
Keep it in mind, ladies, periwinkle blue and purple. Not him though, he's taken.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm single.
Okay, a natural light desk. That's
What?
perfect. You know why? Who wants to sit in a room with bright lights like this one?
That's true.
I can't. I'm not calm. I'm like, oh, I'm in school. Work. Calm lights. It's great.
Exactly.
I love it. I have one in my bedroom.
My sister, she keeps her curtains shut all day. And oh boy, does that room not feel good. That room feels awful to go in.
Natural sunlight. Some warm colored lights. Then you'll feel relaxed, and that'll be a good working space.
Yep.
Plants for fresh air. This is environmental wellness. Environment, the nature. Put some plants in your room. Put your plants in your workspace.
Instead of going to the nature, bring the nature to yourself.
What?
That is a
That's a
crazy
good point.
look on it.
In your bedroom. These are the points for your bedroom. Cozy blankets. A pillow. A weighted blanket.
Mmm.
And this can go anywhere at your own space. Hanging pictures, art. Anything you want, Conrad? What else can you put in your room?
I put like, oh, I have an air diffuser in my room.
Oh, you know what I have in my room?
What?
Some scented candles.
That's true.
A nice scent in your room. Could also-
Brightens your mood.
Yeah. And if you have some noisy neighbors that can't stop talking, loud siblings like I do,
Yep.
some white noise.
Yep.
Put a fan in your room.
Yep.
Something to make you more calm and not distract yourself.
Boom.
Outside. Barriers to successfully develop your mental areas, mental wellness areas.
Now, we're all different in our circumstances, and you know there are factors that you have to factor in when you're trying to improve your environmental wellness. And first of all, physical factors in your life like pollution, working conditions, and weather conditions that could be like heavily impacting your environmental wellness.
Distracting you from what you want to focus on.
And like social factors such as abuse, poor support, and toxic relationships.
Why do you want to go to school when someone's being mean to you? Why do you want to go to work when your boss is rude?
Those are things that are affecting your environment.
Your environmental wellness.
Yep. And other factors such as like a lack of stimulation and a lack of green outdoor spaces and messy environments. You know, you might be living in a city where everything's just concrete, and you know, that's really impacting your environmental wellness.
Speaking of cities, you know what cities have? A lot of cars.
A lot of cars.
Loud traffic and stuff can distract you too.
Boom. Sirens.
Can you focus when you have loud cars outside?
I bet you can't.
Yeah. Quiet space helps you focus.
Boom. When you are researching and learning about environmental wellness, you have to include other cultures and I'm not sure there's one as more important than this for environmental wellness. It's a First Nations culture. You know, First Nations people have a strong bond with environmental wellness. Historically, they have a good relationship with nature, land, or natural environment, and it's been a significant component of many Indigenous people's lives and their identities and their cultures, and it's an important determinant of Indigenous health.
Relationship with the land and natural and nature's support with the four elements of life.
Yeah. The four elements of life are heavily supported by a good relationship with the land and nature. And
yeah, for them, it helps with their overall health, resilience, and well-being.
And you know what? That is important to know.
Yeah. Conrad, what's your personal impact on this research you did?
I think the main impact that the research had on me is probably to keep tidy. I realized that a lot of things that I'm stressed about are my workflow and how I can't focus sometimes, and it's even harder to do when I can't find the right binder in my locker.
That's a really good point, Conrad.
Yep.
I know I like to keep my room really tidy for that exact reason. What if I lose something? I feel so much better with a clean space.
Exactly. And I think another big impact is probably spending more time outside, because sometimes I'll be stuck in bed for hours on my phone looking at these nature TikToks, all these outdoor TikToks, when I can be going outdoor myself. It made me realize also how much trash there is affecting the environment. And I've been recycling more nowadays. I put I look at the labels. Is there a recycling symbol? Is it trash?
Yeah.
How about yourself, Nevin?
My personal impact on this research of environmental wellness, what I really realized is keeping your space clean and tidy helps you a lot. Having your own space to relax.
Can't focus with the sound.
Yeah, I can't. Exactly. And a place to relax and focus, not be disturbed, helps you a lot. It's hard to work at school or home when someone else is talking and stuff. Like, I'm having tasks to do, like doing my laundry, having noisy family, noisy classmates. Something else is in my mind and not focusing on what I need to focus on. And another thing, Connor's point, I don't go outside enough. I'm on my phone too much.
True.
So, I think I need to help that for my environmental wellness. Go outside a little bit more. Get off my phone a little more. Talk to my family a little more. That's the environment too.
Boom.
So, what I noticed is keep your room clean, stay focused, and spend some time in the nature. Okay, guys. Brick and Mortar Podcast.
The house is finished.
Oh, yeah.